Whiskey Jason here. Whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany tasting. I don't know if this is rare and exotic whiskey or not. Over here in Europe, it sure is. Now, this is what we have here Terry Bradshaw's. Bradshaw, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Yay. Now, most of you probably don't know this, but I was born up in Pennsylvania, northwestern Pennsylvania. So, Oil City, Franklin, Venango County is a place where I lived for a few years. Where my mom, where my dad came from, where my grandparents were, where most of my cousins and uncles and aunts still are. And we always watched TV from Pittsburgh. And so if there's a football team that we would root for, it's definitely not the Cleveland Browns, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. And so all my life, I've been a Pittsburgh Steelers fan from, I don't know, 3 years of age up until now. So almost 50 years I've been a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Now, in the 70s, I remember a few of these Super Bowls actually. 74, 75, I was too young. I mean, come on, I was 6, 7 back then. But then, 78 and 79, I was 9 and 10 years old, and I remember the Super Bowl. And I remember all the hype and all the action and all the stuff. And I remember Lynn Swan and Franco Harris and Terry Bradshaw and Mean Green, the Green Machine or whatever his name was, that linebacker. And I mean, the Iron Curtain and the terrible towels and all that. So you know the spiel, all right? So those of us that are that old that remember way back when. And I've always had a little bit of a I've always liked watching Terry Bradshaw. He's not the greatest actor in the world, but he doesn't care. I mean, he's not the greatest singer in the world. He doesn't care. He might not be the best broadcast in the world, but he doesn't care. He's doing his job, and he's doing that. He hustles, he does, and so on. And so I was kind of actually proud to be able to buy this bottle. Now, I bought it for $40 in the States, had it shipped over here, so you have to add about 50% on top of it. So we're running around over, I paid 65 euros basically for this bottle here. Now, Jordan over on Breaking Bourbon basically said it right. To be very honest, I think this is a little bit below average whiskey. That might actually be a price of around $30 would be better. But hey, there's a lot of people earning some money on this. For example, we have the cooperation here together with it's called the Silver Screen Bottling Company. Remember the James T. Kirk 12-year-old reserve straight bourbon whiskey? I tried it, I reviewed it, and it wasn't good. So what we have here is basically Green River Distilling Company. Now, to be honest, just for like 2 years ago, I was like, Green River? I've never heard of them. And then I went online, Googled it, it's like O.Z. Taylor. I know O.Z. Taylor. They used to do that very, very evil thing called Terra, what was it? Terrasensia, where they tried to do that active aging with whatever, ultrasonic whatever. I was like, ooh, Terra Pura, I think was what they called it. Evil stuff. Stay away. And they stopped doing that basically, and now they have their Jacob Cull, the fourth generation master distiller there doing good stuff. When everything works out just fine, I will be in June visiting the distillery. Looking forward to that. Oh, forgot to pour it. So sorry. Now, the very first thing that happened was I took my, look, the glue didn't, the very first time you open the bottle and the cork separates here from that the wood part at the top is not a very good omen, to be honest. But hey, I still hope this is a fantastic whiskey. All right, so this is 70% corn, 21% rye, 9% malted barley, 40% in the United States, 51.9% alcohol, ABV. Why? Because Terry Bradshaw in his entire life had a pass rate completion of 51.9%, which I think is great. Now I won't forget that often. So, Trivial Pursuit, come on and get me in the sports question. I'll know that now. And it's a straight. There's no age statement on here or whatever. I do have batch number 3, so it's going to be 4 years old. The distillery started in 2016, actually distilling, so it can't be that much older. And so this is a 4-year-old Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey. Now I'm going to compare it to something that is older. but yet much cheaper. I can get this for between 24 and 28 euros over here. This is the 9-year-old Knob Creek 50%. Me and Knob Creek, we're not the best of friends, but that is a solid whiskey for a great price over here. If you're going to get into bourbon and you want to find something, this we buy this on Amazon. All right, so this I've got people in my um, circle of friends that actually have this. They have a subscription, and they get like 10 and 15 and 20% off. So they'll put this actually in their subscription feed for every 4 months. And so they're buying this sometimes for under 20 euros in their subscription feed, which I just don't understand. I get it on sale for 22 and I'm happy. All right, so 22 euros, 24 euros versus $40 or 65 euros. 65 euros is around almost 75, $80, by the way. So I'm paying twice the price for this than you do in the States in general. Now, the nose is actually not bad. I like the nose. So, do I have. Jordan at the Breaking Bourbon wrote down something about 2 years old. I do not see any age statement anywhere on this bottle. So it is a Kentucky straight bourbon, crafted in the heart of Kentucky bourbon country. Batch number 3. Trying to figure out, there's someplace here that says here, please enjoy responsibly. I don't see anything that says an age statement on here. So, okay. 4-time Super Bowl champion. 74, 75, 78, 79. Yay. All right, did I mention that I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan and I'm happy that Ben has finally retired? I called for him, but no one listens to me 4 years ago to um, retire. But hey, I do get a little bit of greenness on this. It's not as old as it could or should be. All right, 70% corn, 21 rye, and 9% malted barley with high rye. This has more depth. This has more dark oak in here. This has a tiny little bit more of the pecan moment, which might turn into a greenness here. The official tasting notes here from Bradshaw's whiskey is vanilla, toffee, banana, don't get that, leather, and campfire. Campfire notes. I don't get any campfire. On the palate, I should be getting some cinnamon, baking spices, vanilla, and coconut with a wood, vanilla, and butterscotch finish. That's fairly generalized for almost 95% of all bourbons, I'm going to say. All right, cheers. hmm I get this youthness. Where was this bottle here? Old Tub. I just did a video a couple days ago about Old Tub. I got that same green youthfulness. It's just not there where it could or should be. It's like a green. It's like a green walnut. Not walnut, green. It's more a hazelnut. A green hazelnut is what I talked about as well there. A little bit of the cherry cough syrup going on in here. There's the grain, there's the rye, there's the oak, there's a little bit of spice in there. It's good. It's a C whiskey. Value for money, $40. You're paying basically $10 premium for the name Bradshaw. So take off that $10 premium and it's a $30 whiskey. C minus, C. I've had worse, I've had better, but okay. Do not expect anything here great. I think what Jordan wrote here on Breaking Bourbon was fairly nice. Bradshaw Bourbon is a good reminder that not every pass thrown in life ends up being a touchdown, as can be seen with this value price celebrity bourbon, which fails to impress where it counts the most. Oh, I read that. I was like, don't be true, don't be true, don't be true. Oh, it's true. All right. So as a Steelers fan, hey, I don't care. I'm still happy that I have the bottle. I'm still happy that we have this in Germany now. At least I have it and shared it with a few friends. And this is not something I'm going to ooh and awe about, but I'm just still happy I have it. As a comparison, not my favorite bourbon in the world, Knob Creek 9. 50%, 51.9. There's a little bit more of a limestone type of mineral moment in there going on there. Much more of a beautiful, I'm going to use the word beautiful, very nice oak moment without being too much of tannins, not astringency, not too much of a dryness, but it's there. Good balance, good, well done, nice. This a tad on the young side, a tad on the green side, a tad on the not just yet there where it should and could be side. All right, so what's your personal opinion about Bradshaw Bourbon if you tried it? I've heard there might be a bad Bradshaw Rye out there someplace. Ooh, that'd be interesting. And the second question that I have is which celebrity would you like to have their own whiskey next? So, which celebrity in the United States or Europe or the world for that matter would you hope to have a whiskey from in the future where they've been involved? Bob Dylan has Heaven's Doors. Ryan Reynolds had his aviation gin. There's been all these other people making up stuff now. Peyton's have something out there on the block. Which whiskey, which celebrity whiskey would like to have next? And I'm sure about 90% of you are like going, celebrities, get out of the business. Make movies, but don't make my whiskey more expensive. I understand. Whiskey Jason here. Thank you very much for watching. Bradshaw, a C to C minus. Value for money, a C minus. Even bought over here D in my price range for what I get and have to pay for it. See you soon. All the best. Bye bye.